Hello everyone. In this session I will show you how to add vSphere virtual machines to NetBox with PowerCLI. I highlighted 4 steps in this session. In first step we will install the VMware PowerCLI module on your system by running the following command in PowerShell. Then we connect to vCenter server using PowerCLI and connection strings, and after that we run following PowerCLI script for retrieving a list of all virtual machines from vCenter server and add them to NetBox with PowerCLI module. And last, check virtual machine listed on your NetBox inventory via GUI. For this session I used Windows 11 operation system where I set up my PowerCLI module, also vSphere VMware server, 2 ESXi servers with virtual machines, and NetBox server. I have Windows 11 operation system. Open PowerShell and install the PowerCLI module with the following command. Enter Y to confirm the installation NuGet. NuGet is a package manager for installing software packages. Press A to confirm the installation from PS Gallery repository module. Installation gets started and you have to wait a couple of minutes. Installation has finished. Try to import module to your PowerShell command line tools. I got some error. Let's see in the internet what does it mean. I have fresh installed operation system and I didn't have a set execution policy, remote signing policy. Let's do this and get started to import module again. As you can see, it is successfully imported. Now I want to disable customer experience improvement program. Copy this command, true, and paste. Enter Y to accept, enter A. Okay, it's done. My module is imported. In next step I have to create a connection string for VMware vCenter. You need to specify host of vCenter, user and password, and also a path where you have to save your file with secrets. I first need to create user with administrator permissions, which allows me to connect to the server with vCenter. Go to vCenter console. Click administration, next users and groups. Now when user is created, add your user to administrator group. Now when all connection string is created, go to console and fill in all the parameters. Now your PowerCLI can connect and create and read all your VMware virtual machines and ESXi hosts. Create objects creds. Now I'm trying to connect to the server with password, user and host. I've got an error connection because I'm using a self-signed SSL certificate on my vCenter server. To work around this, this is a PowerCLI command we can get to ignore the certificate error. Let's find this command. Copy and paste to CLI. Enter. Okay, now we can get ready to connect to our vCenter server. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to list all virtual machines in my vCenter. As you can see, 3 virtual machines, Ubuntu and special virtual machines for VMware. Let's see something more about virtual machine Ubuntu. With this command you can see more detailed information about your virtual machine. It is necessary for our next action. This script connects to a vSphere server and a NetBox server to gather information about virtual machines and compare it. It first imports the VMware Vim Automation Core module, then retrieves credentials for vSphere server from a file located in creds. Use the connect vi server cmdlet to establish the connection to the vSphere server using the credentials retrieved earlier. Fetches an array of virtual machines from the vSphere server using the get vm cmdlet. Set the base URL for the NetBox API. Next, create headers for the NetBox API request with necessary authorization token, content type and accept values. You have to paste your own authorization token. Go to NetBox GUI and copy your authorization token and paste here. This for each loop will be iterate through each virtual machine fetched from the vSphere server and checks if it exists in NetBox. But before I create virtual machines, I have to create a cluster. Let's create, let's see what is cluster. Cluster 01, type of my cluster. Okay. Go back and create cluster again. It's done. Go back to the script. In addition, I added a little delay in script execution. Let's check how it works. It works good. The script outputs a message using right host. This message compares the host name in VMware with the host name in NetBox. Let's run it and see output. Now I just have copied the rest of the script and will explain what the script does.
This part of script checks if a virtual machine exists in the system. If the virtual machine does not exist, it prepares the virtual machine parameters such as name, CPU, memory, disk size, description, status, creation date, etc. Then it uses the NetBox API to add the virtual machine to NetBox via a POST request in PowerShell. It retrieves the cluster name from VMware, gets the cluster ID from NetBox, prepares the data from NetBox in the correct format, sends a POST request to add the virtual machine to NetBox, and output true if the operation was successful. Now you see the result of my script execution. Thank you for attention. Please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next session.